Today, I'm going to teach you 10 different things that you need to know before you start running ads. And I have been spending a countless amount of time running ads for me, my students, and other people. And to be honest, there's a lot of things that going to surprise you in this video. And obviously, it's not the first three. The last one are going to surprise you extremely. So stay until the end of the video because I'm going to share with you some bangers and you will be able to test all that and you will see that all of those points are going to change your life when you start running ads on TikTok. And if you're already running ads on TikTok, it will probably still change your life. So keep that in mind. Okay. So the first thing, what is the first point? The first point is pretty simple. I think that a lot of people knows it already, is that when you're selling on TikTok, you want to sell to kind of a general audience. So you want to sell, let's say, gadgets, you want to sell clothing, you want to sell relationship necklaces, anything like that. Don't be too specific. Like if you start selling for, let's say, people that want tattoo art or tattoo artists. Let's say you want to sell to tattoo artists, like tattoo artist machines. This is not the place to sell it. TikTok is the place to sell to a mass audience. So if you're selling like a hoodie with a message like protect the ocean, this will work way more than any other thing on TikTok. So keep that in mind every time you do a product testing. What about the second point? Well, it doesn't matter that much if you're mass testing on TikTok. If you're on different platform, like an example, Facebook, niche store are extremely important and the pixel optimize extremely well. But when it comes down to TikTok, it doesn't optimize that well. So doesn't matter. Mass test, scale the good products, and that's it. Don't think about anything else. Obviously, if you want to make money long term and you want to build an established brand, then you will switch to, let's say, branded store. But after you will mix it with like Facebook ads and you will take those two platforms together because that's what people do. They mix TikTok with Facebook and after that they implement Google ads. So that's the journey of a branded store, but that's for another video. Okay, daily management. So to maximize efficiency, you need to turn off your campaign every single day and start them up the next day. I know it sounds crazy. When I heard that the first time and I saw that it did work, I was flabbergasted. I know. It's craziness at the core, but it's how it works. Every time that I let my campaigns run, they don't perform well. They start dying out little by little. And every time that I create them and set them up every single day, it started working well. It's just how it is. So, yeah. Now, limit your ad group creation. What is this point? If you start, that's another crazy one, to be honest. So that's the thing with TikTok. If you want to become a master on TikTok, is not really knowing what product to sell, but how to play with the algorithm. And that's the thing with Facebook, everything, it's pretty simple in a way, not too complicated. But with TikTok, there's so many like, oh, you can do that, but don't do this. Oh, you can do this, but don't do that. And this makes things way more complicated. And I know it seems crazy, but when I started doing TikTok ads, you needed to change your pixel every single time that you were running a new product, every single time. And that was quite crazy when you think about it. And some people even didn't connect the pixel. So that's another craziness in and of itself. So think about this. No more than 6 ad groups per campaign. No more than 6. If you need more than 6, create a new campaign. That's it. Okay, so what works the best is scaling with budget and not duplication. So again, you want to scale with your budget and not with duplication. So keep in mind Duplicating multiple times, like on Facebook, doesn't work. And that's the thing, guys. A lot of you maybe come from Facebook. Maybe you have a little bit of information on Facebook. You took a course or something like that, and you're like, it looks the same. Pretty much is the same. No, it's not the same. It doesn't work the same. It doesn't breathe the same. It's not even named the same. So it's not the same. So keep that in mind. So you want to scale more the budget and work less on duplication. Now, budget control. Okay, so that's the thing is, if you are, let's say, running TikTok ads, you want, well, it's not that you want, but you will have more control over your budget than other platforms, because every day you're starting a new campaign with a low budget, and from there you're scaling. That's basically how does it work on TikTok. So you have more control, and you want to maximize those days as much as possible. So keep in mind that you need to stick in front of your computer on those good days and scale them. That's what you want to do. Now, those are starting to give you for your money. I'm giving you for your money right now. I know you're just watching, you're not spending money at all, but I'm giving you for your money. Let's say it that way. So the most important factor for success when it comes down to creatives is diversity. Okay. So that's what you need to do. You need to diversify your creatives. You need to have as many creative as possible. When it comes down to TikTok, if you have a product that is proven to work, your creatives are not going to last long. So you need more creatives, more creative. That's it. That's what you want. That's the simplest thing. Creative don't last long. You need more. Now about budget optimization. Okay, so this is very tricky. So you want to make sure that you do it when you have enough data, 15 to 30 sales, because it's not that it's going to be more optimized. Like I said, TikTok doesn't optimize that well. It just sells to a lot of people. And since it doesn't cost a lot, then you can target a lot of people. And if people like your product, they will purchase it. It's not about that. It's about, let's say you have an average cost of, let's say, $15. So you need multiple sales to know what's your average cost. You cannot define out of 3 sales what's your average cost. You need 15, 30 sales. When you have that amount of sales, what you need to do is you need to start running target CPA campaign at a little bit lower or closer to your CPA, and it will start printing you sales with that amount of money. It's like it pushes to get more sales by spending less. And if it can't find you a customer at that amount of money, it won't spend. So that's beautiful right there in and of itself. So that's just craziness. So when you know those things, you can really make a lot of money. Keep that in mind. Those things are very important. I'm spitting gem. People are paying us thousands of dollars for those kind of information. So write it down. Okay. So focus on hooks. So one strong hook can make a huge difference. So what I mean is, on this 7 point, I said creativity is the key, and creative is the key overall. So you need a lot of creative, but you don't need a lot. Let me explain you. So you need to create a few creatives, test them. If they work, you can simply change hooks, a lot of hooks, because that's the most important thing when it comes down to TikTok. You can have simply 10 videos, change 20 different hooks on each one of those videos, and you have 200 pieces of content right there. So keep that in mind. It is extremely important. Now, the last one, and none the least. Unprofitable days, you need to understand something. The way that it works is, after a really high profitable day, it's going to be a less profitable day. So you need to make sure that on those profitable days, you're in front of your computer and scaling aggressively and not waiting any second. So what do I mean by this? Well, the thing that you need to understand is, let's say, the way that it works on TikTok and that it works with a brand in general, let's say one day you make $1,000, but the next day you make 200. Well, you did scale on the first day, so you made 1,000. The next day you made 200. It's not bad. But what about the third day? Maybe you lose $15 or you lose 50 or you lose $100. But at least you made 1,200 the day before. But right now, it's the next day and you have another bad day. You lose $90. But what about another day? Now you know, okay, you're in front of your computer every day and you're waiting for the time to get that momentum. And now you made $2,000 on that day. So even though on some days you lose, on some days you make, but because you capitalize on the most important days, you're going to always make a lot of money. So keep that in mind when it comes down to TikTok. And those are the 10 points. So guys, if you have been watching until the end of this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And keep in mind, those are gems. People pay us a lot of money to have those kind of information. So do this, apply it. Let us know if you have any question, and see you on the next video. Peace out. Love you all.